Hi friends, this is second part of the second chapter in fixed income CFA level 1, which is fixed income market, issuance, trading and funding. So we'll be starting now. So the next topic that we are covering would be types of debt issued by corporations. So there are various ways by which corporations raise money from the market. The first and the very obvious way is a bank debt. That is that a corporation goes to a bank, asks them for money, and if the project and the proposal fits into their mandate, they eventually fund the project at a certain rate of interest, taking into account some sort of security which they might demand from the borrower. A debt can be raised by a one bank only, that is called bilateral loan, and it can be raised via multiple banks for a same loan, which is called syndicated loan. There's a secondary market in syndicated loan that also securitize by creating bonds which are eventually sold to investors. So whatever a loan that you take from a bank or from any institution, they have the leverage. I won't say leverage, but they have the option. Those institutions have the option to use those asset pool to raise further money from outside via issuing bonds on those same asset pool which they have. This is called mortgage-backed security, asset-backed security, which we will be covering later. But I'm just giving you a head start. Second type of tool which corporations use for raising debt is commercial paper. So commercial paper are usually issued by large organizations, large credit-worthy organizations, and the interest cost and tenure is usually very less compared to bank debt. Commercial papers जो होते हैं they command a very low interest rate and naturally tenure. Because the tenure is small, that's why the interest rate on them is very less. These type of papers are usually issued to do bridge financing. Bridge financing means that you issue a certain set of security in the market, or you raise certain sum of money from the market via issuing a security to finance for a shorter period of time. And usually this type of financing is unsecured. There are generally rolled over and reissued at the time of maturity. So suppose that some commercial paper is issued for a period of say 9 months or 10 months. Generally, corporations have the option to roll it over. Roll it over means they issue new commercial papers instead of the and close their position in the current or the issued commercial paper. So this is called rolling over of the commercial paper. Usually there's a rollover risk that exists with the commercial paper. So suppose that I need money, I need 10 crores, I issue a commercial paper in the market for 10 months, and at the end of the 10 month I have to pay back 10 crores, right? But usually what corporations do in order to maintain their cash flows and liquidity, they issue a new commercial paper while closing the exposure in the existing one. So I will issue a new commercial paper at the end of 10 months of another 10 months. मैंने 10 महीने बाद ही 10 महीने का एक और कमर्शियल पेपर इशू कर दिया, एंड आई क्लोज डाउन द पोजीशन द एग्जिस्टिंग वन. दिस इज कॉल्ड रोलिंग ओवर. But this is rollover risk. What happens? This might happen that at the end of 10 months I don't roll over my position, neither I close my position. And since the loan is unsecured, so there's rollover risk which is there in commercial papers. Commercial papers are often, as I said, are issued by large credit-worthy organizations. So as such risk कम होता है, and also they are required to maintain a backup line of credit with the banks. So in case of any default happens, this line of credit can be used from the banks to repay the investor who invested in the commercial papers. This is called liquidity enhancement or backup liquidity line. This is important. The bank agrees to provide funds when the paper matures if needed, except in the case of material adverse change it might happen. अगर कोई डेट सेगमेंट में काम कर रहा है, they must be aware of bank guarantee. This is somewhat a concept related to that only. Third type of funding is done via issuing corporate bonds. So if anyone is financially a bit aware, they must have heard of NCDs, which usually big organizations come up with, non-convertible debentures. So a lot of companies issue NCDs to raise money from the market. These bonds are issued with various coupon structure and can be available with both fixed and floating rate structure. They might be secured as well as unsecured and have a call put or conversion provision. This is very important. जो last तीन वर्ड्स थे बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट थे इवन फॉर योर further chapters also, that bonds can have a call option. Call option is the option to the issuer that he can call the bond, he can buy back the bonds at before the maturity time. Put option is the option to the seller that he might sell the bonds back to the issuer before the maturity. And there's a conversion provision. Conversion provision means this comes with a few bonds that bond holder has the option to convert those bonds into equities of the issuing company. This is something which we will discuss later. I'm just giving you a head start with things so that all these things are in your head while you read some new stuff. Uh, these bonds, corporate bonds, can either have a sinking fund provision, which we discussed in the first chapter. If you haven't, please go and check it. Or a serial bond issue. So these bonds can have a sinking fund provision or a serial bond issue. Sinking fund provision we have covered. So I'll talk about serial bond issue. So serial bond issue में क्या होता है? Bond are issued with several maturity dates so that a portion of the issue is redeemed periodically. Which means that suppose I come up with an issue of 10 crores, I issue it for 10 years. But 10 years में मैंने ऐसा करा कि 5 करोड़ तो विद इन 5 years रिडीम हो गए. नेक्स्ट जो 5 करोड़ है वो नेक्स्ट 5 years में रिडीम हो गए. सो in a serial bond issue, investors know when the bond of a specific maturity will be redeemed, unlike sinking fund provision जहाँ पे कभी ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि सारे बॉन्ड एक साथ रिडीम हो जाए. So this might also happen. Serial bond issue में ऐसा नहीं होता. You have serial maturity or different bonds. A bond issue that doesn't have serial maturity structure is having a term maturity with all the bonds maturing on the same day, like we talked just now. Corporations also issue debt instruments called medium term notes, which have various maturities and fixed and floating rate coupons. Now, very important topic, structured financial instruments. So, previously I have just mentioned asset backed securities or collateralized debt securities. Structured financial instruments are that only. And जैसे मैं बार बार रेफरेंस देता रहता हूँ ना कि someone is working in the financial market or is aware, structured financial instruments are the new thing in the market right now. A lot of companies are issuing these instruments. A lot of brokers and big players are issuing these instruments because these are the new hotcakes in the market right now. In the bull market, usually it happens that new financial instruments come up, and this is one of those. In a structured financial instrument, the risk profile of the underlying debt security is totally changed. How it is changed? ऐसा होता है कि फॉर एग्जाम्पल जैसे मैंने पिछले वाले एग्जाम्पल में बताया कि सपोज अ बैंक इशूज डेट टू अ कॉर्पोरेशन फॉर से 10 crores and they have taken 15 crores worth of property as a mortgage. Now, the bank is getting some interest or some kind of principal payment from the borrower, okay, but the bank also needs money to maintain its own cash flows. So what bank can do? Bank can take the asset pool of the loan, create an entity, take those cash flows which are coming for those loan to those entity. जो उसने entity create करी है उसी को वो ही cash flows देंगे, and they can issue new bonds, and उन cash flows को they can use to pay any interest which arise on those bonds. So these are called asset-backed securities or collateralized debt securities. In such securities, an asset pool or loan is being taken into another entity, which issues bonds the security of the assets that are underlying in that asset pool. Now we'll talk about type of structured financial instruments. First one is the yield enhancement instrument. So these instruments have regular coupon payments, which is generally higher than the usual, and its redemption value depends on whether a specific credit event occurs or not. If a specific credit event doesn't occur, they are usually redeemed at par, otherwise at lower redemption value. So what happens in these bonds is that these bonds have a very high coupon, and by high I mean very high coupon, and they have a particular credit event attached to them. So if a certain credit event occurs, then the bonds are naturally redeemed at a lesser price than the maturity value. But the catch is that the coupon is so high that if the certain credit event occurs and the issuer is not able to repay the full maturity amount, आपको coupon ही इतना मिल चुका होगा that will compensate for the lesser amount that you would be getting from the lower redemption value. Second type of structured financial instruments are capital protected instruments. These bonds offer a minimum guarantee of maturity as well as some potential upside gains. ये बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग कॉन्सेप्ट है कैपिटल प्रोटेक्टेड इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स का. इसमें क्या होता है, सो सपोज दिस इज जीरो कूपन बॉन्ड which is maturing in 1 year and has a maturity value of 1000, and the cost of the bond is 950 rupees. सो जनरली अगर मैं इसमें ईल्ड निकालूंगा तो बहुत स्ट्रेट अवे है कि हाँ भाई 1000 डिवाइड बाई 950 एंड आई अराइव एट सम फिगर विच वुड बी द ईल्ड ऑफ द बॉन्ड. नाउ आई वांट टू एंड इसमें कैपिटल प्रोटेक्शन तो चलो है ही, 50 रुपीज़ का एक तरीके से हम कह रहे हैं एक नोशनल गेन है, ठीक है. नाउ आई एम सेइंग कि यार मुझे ऐसा चाहिए कि एटलीस्ट माई कैपिटल प्रोटेक्शन रिमेन्स एंड 50 रुपीज़ का जो डिफरेंस आ रहा है ना उस पर कुछ खेल पाऊँ. सो इसमें क्या कर सकते हैं, दैट आई बाय अ कॉल ऑप्शन वर्थ 50 रुपीज़ एंड 950 रुपीज़ का मेरे पास जीरो कूपन बॉन्ड वो तो है ही. सो 50 रुपीज़ का जो मैंने कॉल ऑप्शन बाय करा, इससे क्या हुआ भाई, ये तो मुझे पता है कि भाई 1000 रुपीज़ मुझे फ्यूचर में मिलेगा, यानी मैं 1000 रुपये का तो कोई रिस्क है ही नहीं. अब 50 रुपीज़ का जो मैंने कॉल ऑप्शन लिया वो या तो ज़ीरो हो जाएगा, या फिर जो 50 रुपीज़ मैंने इन्वेस्ट करे, ठीक है, उसमें मुझे कुछ प्रॉफिट मिलेगा. प्रॉफिट मिला देन देयर इज अ पोटेंशियल अपसाइड गेन लाइक एसेट. बट अगर कल को वो ज़ीरो हो गया देन मेरा लॉस नहीं हुआ कुछ भी. मैंने एट टाइम ज़ीरो मैंने 1000 रुपये लगाए थे, एट टाइम वन मुझे 1000 रुपये मिल गए. अगर टाइम वैल्यू ऑफ मनी में देखोगे तो हाँ उसमें कुछ लॉस हो सकता है मेरा. बट अगर सिंपली फ्रॉम यू नो इन इफ़ यू टॉक इन only absolute terms, then I have no loss. I have a potential of making more than what I invested, और I have the safety कि ठीक है जो मैंने इन्वेस्ट करा ना वो तो पक्का पक्का मुझे मिलेगा ही, वो चाहे कभी भी मिले मुझे. दैट आर कॉल्ड कैपिटल प्रोटेक्टेड इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स. थर्ड इज participation instruments. Participation instruments are just like floating rate notes. They don't offer capital protection and the coupon rate fluctuate on the basis of the market. And